¿Qué rollo, mi raza? Bienvenidos a otro podcast. El día de hoy, you already know who we got. We got none other than Grupo Regresso.
Regreso. Okay, mijo, ya estuvo bueno, ya estuvo bueno. Hey, give him my seat back, bro. Come on.
No?
Clap it up. We're clapping. We're clapping. Someone has some clap effects. Yeah.
Yeah, we got an audience. We got an audience today.
We have like y'all can't see it, but we literally have like 100 people back here.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
Shout out everybody. They came through. We sold tickets for this, and they sold out. So here we are. Saludos.
It was tough, man. It was tough fitting all these people in here, honestly.
Dude,
Hey, man, look, four guys, one couch.
Yeah.
Shit.
You gotta get
go wrong.
You gotta get what we can. You know, it's hard out here right now. It's hard times. We only got 2 couches.
Hey, but we're back.
Hey, no, yeah. This
Estamos
is
de regreso.
well.
Ya regresamos.
Well, to start off, yeah, that's my brother, guys. If you saw that or whatever, you know, he's with Regresso now. He's with Regresso now, and you know, we're gonna get into the juicy stuff because I mean that's why people are watching, right?
Hey, we have a lot of comments. People have been asking, hey, is the singer the Que Rollo guy? There you go. Yeah, it is. That's him. In a way, it's him.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I guess we could start there, bro. I mean, there's been a lot of changes in the band. A lot of changes. And from the last time that we recorded the podcast, you know, we went pretty viral. We went pretty viral a couple times with a couple clips, you know, a couple big band. I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm talking to you, man. Come on.
Try not to laugh, bro. No, because you know what's funny is that we literally called it whenever we were talking on the pod. Like, hey, we're about to fluff some feathers. We're about to go. Someone's about to clip this, and I literally had somebody make videos about me. Some kid talking about this guy named Miggy was talking about Polorías, Maquinaria, Los Regresos, and all. Woo, woo.
Cantinflas.
Cantinflas. Saludos a Cantinflas, compadre.
Shout out from OJ. I know you're
Puro
out there
Jinaga,
watching.
compadre. Aquí andamos a la orden, primo.
Hey,
Yeah,
good thing you remember that kid, bro. Good thing you remember him. You gave him a little shout out.
Hey, we're
right there.
humble about it, dude. Hey, me falta humildad, primo.
But
yeah.
Apart from that, bro, there's been a couple times that you've gone viral, but not with the podcast, but with just like other stuff that you've been posting on TikTok and stuff. And
It's part of being like an influencer, right? You gotta
Yeah.
make content and try to go viral. That's the whole point. I mean, I think people kind of forget about that I'm an influencer.
People forget, like, there's one thing about being a musician, and there's another thing about you got to be out there. You got to be making content. It's not just being a musician, man.
no,
Nowadays,
of course not.
you got to be getting it.
Yeah, and it's like in all aspects of like, not just like in music, but in life. But since we're talking about the music stuff, what else do you need to be good at? Because nowadays, like you said, it's not just the music. You have to be an influencer, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, for sure. You want to answer that one? Yeah, go ahead.
So, in my opinion, you know,
And your most humble opinion.
my most humble 20-year opinion, aside from being a great musician and being a great entertainer, you have to have chemistry in your band. You know, you can be in any band, you could help out any band, you can go on tour with any band, but if you have a great bond and a great chemistry with your band that you're currently in or whatever, man, that'll take you everywhere. Anywhere that you need to go. That's all you need is chemistry. You know, everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, clap it up for that one right there, guys. Clap it up. Clap. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, listen.
You know, we were talking a little bit off camera, and we mentioned that. Sorry for the Spanish speakers for like I'm a no sabo.
Nomás I hear, pa, la corre allá afuera. Cuando la coró, se fue.
I'm a no sabo.
Yo
bro,
también,
so
primo.
I'm a no sabo. So we were talking a little bit off camera, and you know, there's a lot of musicians that are so badass and really good at what they do, but then they're not performers. What do you say about that?
I think for me personally, like music is only about like 25 to 35% of this, honestly, dude. Like you can be the best musician you can possibly be, right, guys? Like you can be the best.
Yeah.
But people honestly don't notice the difference in musicians, like skill wise. They notice the show you do, your performance, the things you do differently, and that's why people say you got to be different, dude. Like you truly have to be organic, and you got to do things that are different. Like people are probably gonna say right now, I'm already calling it. These guys wearing glasses inside, dude. Hey, shout out East Fort Worth, whatever your name is. He says it every time. Listen, I wear glasses everywhere I go because I'm just like blocking out the haters, dog.
Yeah. I'm blocking out the
Light
haters.
in here.
Blocking out the haters, and then we're just I shine bright like a diamond.
Yes, sir. Okay. Is that a new ring you got there?
Yeah, you know.
The deposit hit me.
Hey, that REGRESSO deposit hit.
No. That Texas Live deposit hit.
Shout
out Shields.
That watch me hit, man. That watch me hit.
Hey, honestly, bro, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on with Regresso. Can we go back to the beginning and and you know, I mean, as you can see right now, not all the boys are here, but there's 2 new guys that are here, and one of those guys is my brother. And then the other guy.
Clap it up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Listen, we have a lot of new faces. Behind cameras, we have some faces too. But right here, it's honestly an honor for me to introduce officially our singer for Grupo Regresso. Jose, take it away, man.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jose Manuel, and I'm the new singer for Grupo Regresso.
That's right. Clap it up, boys. Clap it up. There he is.
Hey, to be fair, whenever you recorded all those other the first album, you never had like an actual singer.
No, I didn't.
Even up until the was it the 956?
The Lover Boys EP.
The Lover Boys EP. Up until that time, you never had a singer. Why is that?
Honestly, we had a lot of people kind of come in and kind of come out. Honestly, we had people that we were in talks, and we couldn't lock anybody in because whenever they were about to join, all of a sudden they were like, hey, I'm actually going to go start my own project, or you know what, I'm going to just give this other thing a try. It's whatever, you know. But our first official singer is Jose, like where it's like he's on the logo, he's actually recording, and honestly, it's just one of those things, like it's timing, man. It's all his plan.
Yeah.
Because I tried really hard to lock in other people I had, and it's just like for some reason, as much as you wanted it, like as much as you want things, dude, it's all his plan. That's what I think.
Yeah, facts. Before we get into introducing the boys, why do you think these guys didn't want to come into performing with you, or like being in the band, or what is it about Regresso that they didn't want to come in?
Honestly, dude, I don't know. Maybe I understand. Honestly, it's a new project. Some people might not. They're a little timid about a new project. They might be a little nervous. Like, dude, he's barely starting. You know, like
what does he have to offer?
Yeah, what does he have to offer me? Even though they just don't see it. Right?
I've been mosqueando for the past 6 months. What do you have to offer me?
Hey, dude, he already asked him what's parked outside. That was his signing bonus. All right, no, but in all seriousness, I think it's just like a lot of things. It's something different, something new, and if you're comfortable in your position, like some people just don't want to take that risk, and it takes a lot for you to kind of step out of your comfort zone to be successful and to take that risk. Most successful people you talk to, their upbringing wasn't something that was like, oh, it was super easy, dude. No, it's like a lot of trying things out, failing, and taking a risk. At the end of the day, it's about taking risks, man. If you're scared and you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone, guys, like I'll say it to the camera, you're never going to be successful, dude. It's about getting out of your comfort zone, taking a risk, and honestly getting lucky and putting in hard work. Because it is about luck. It's a lot of luck. Yeah. Obviously it's all up here. Like, I don't know if you guys believe, but that's what we believe in. But I truly believe that's what it is too.
Yeah, of course. There was a lot of musicians nowadays, especially here in the DFW, they want a lump sum of money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my!
And it's crazy because like I was told by like these bands that are in these big record labels that they don't even get paid that much.
No, they don't. They don't.
And it's a sad reality. And then whenever they come to a band to a project that's like barely starting and is barely like getting motion, they're asking for like freaking
thousands of dollars a weekend and stuff like that.
Bro, like let's be realistic now.
Yeah, and what's funny is that they weren't even getting that in those bands. And you can ask people, if you know anyone that's actually signed or someone that's playing for a bigger band, ask them how much they really make.
Well, to be fair, we can only speak for the norteño sax scene.
Yeah,
I don't know about like the corrido scene or anything, but
yeah, but from what we know, the only people that truly make the big bucks are the main guys and the people behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And for me, that was a lot of the problems with these people that, when you're trying to recruit a lot of these young guys, it's different. Like someone, Victor Marquez on the Baqueteros podcast said it Like these kids, they just have the game messed up, dude. Like they expect a lot of things. They expect to come in already, hey, I need this, I need that. They put their, what they expect. And it's like, okay, before we even talk about that, what are you doing for us? You know what I mean?
Social media has like intoxicated the game so much, or at least for musicians, there's a lot of musicians that come out of nowhere and there might be super talented, right? Nothing against a lot of new cats out here that, I mean, you hear all the time, and they're doing their thing, but
sure.
When you look at it, the whole spectrum, like, do you know, like, have you put in the work, Have you put in the work? Do you know what, like, have you actually done the work to do everything that you've say that you think that you deserve? You deserve $1,000 a week. Why? What have you done to show that you deserve? What have you recorded? What bands have you been in? Have you traveled? Have you done this? Have you done that?
And what do you bring? Like whenever I joined my real estate company, they asked me, what can you do for us? Like, we know we can do for you. What can you do for me now? And same thing. What are you going to do for this band? Yeah, you're going to show up. You're just going to walk in the door and play and expect to get your money. When it's a band that's growing, like, you have to do things to... Dude, when I was in Petroleros, I wasn't even, like... I was there, and I was...
what?
Think about this.
Think about this.
Check this out. I wasn't even the owner. Obviously some thing happened. Well, we won't talk about that. But anyway, I wasn't the owner, per se, right? But I acted... like it was my band, the way I moved it, the way I talked about it, the way that I believed in it, the way that I made content for it. People in that band didn't even do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. Whenever you're in a band, dude, you're going to have to wear that jersey because that's like, dude, a lot of people have this for some reason, like, oh, if the band does good, it only goes good for the guy who's behind the scenes. That's not true. Maybe you got screwed over. Yes, I understand that. But dude, if you're in a band, bro, be all about the band.
That I feel like a lot of musicians lack that part.
Yeah, man.
And it's that's important as doing the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Going off of what Miggy said, a lot of people expect, the limelight, expect the results of the band, but they're not willing to do what it takes to promote the band itself. They want to be like, okay, I'm here. That's it.
Yeah,
I showed up. Give me everything else, but it doesn't work that way. It's a combined effort. That's what I said at the beginning. Chemistry is the most important thing, because if you have chemistry and everybody gets along and you feel comfortable around, all your bandmates and you're playing, everything takes care of itself, because you're gonna want to participate in content. You're gonna want to participate, and doing videos for yourself and doing videos for the band and promoting the band and wearing the brand, the actual brand.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're creating a brand, right?
Exactly.
This is a company, dude.
And I think that's what's different about what you guys are doing, because I'm dialed in and I'm watching every single band. It's so hard to keep up with everything and all the new music coming out, but that's one thing you guys do really well. And I'm not just saying this because, yeah, y'all are my boys, right? My brother's in there, whatever.
We're basically family at this point.
But I don't just watch you guys. I watch every band in the DFW. I'm dialed in, bro.
Yeah.
The only band that I could think of that's like doing content, and I'm gonna give them a shout out, is La Nueva Pradera. La Nueva Pradera, they're getting
boys.
They're getting up there, bro.
They're doing their thing, man.
That's one thing that I gotta say. Like, you guys are really dialed in with the content, and
Yeah, I had a long conversation, my boy Omar, from Nueva Pradera, and we're outside playing, I want to say El Tejano, and we're just talking, dude, and, my respects for the guy, man. He's doing his thing, dude. Like, and we're just talking, and out of all the musicians that I've really talked to since I had this project, dude, he's one of the guys that we were able to chat it up and just be like, hey, bro, what are you doing, or where do you get this from, and likewise, like, hey. And I told him, whenever you need, or if you ever need anything, bro, you give me a call, dog. Like, I got his number, and I was like, because I see what you're doing, and I like it too, because, like, you got to do your own thing. You don't care what people tell you. Like, who cares, whatever. Like, just keep doing you, dude. And they're doing their thing, dog. My respect. Shout out them, for real. And like I said, whenever, it was kind of funny because we told them about this. Whenever I uploaded a video about we played at that same place we played at El Tejano, and it was dead.
Yeah.
Solo out.
10
people were there.
Outsold.
He's not afraid to say it.
And I uploaded the video. There was about 10 people there, but we had 2 shows that night. The second show, we were the closers at Rodeo West, Fort Worth, and it was super packed. Awesome show. And the people at the first show, like I said, 10 people, but we weren't the only band. But people want to say, oh, this is what, and this was some of the guys from the Nueva Pradera. They're like, that's that regresso effect. They're in the comments, saying that. But I mean, to me, it's all jokes. Like it's all love, man. And we told them about it, and it was all love. But when I was there, I made that video, and I said, I want to have this video. And I told all the people, I said, hey, record this moment, because the day that I'm up there, every single one of you guys are going to be getting like free tickets, whatever it is, just to show like, hey, like, I remember these type of things, you know what I mean? And which, if anyone says they never had a solo out like that, dude, you're lying. Especially in this norteño sax stuff, let's be real, guys. Yeah. If you have 200 people right now in your baile with norteño sax, that's a big baile right now. Anyway, that's just...
Ahorita, antes, before we get in, do you have something to add or no? No. Oh, well, before we get into the boys that are here, can we get into why the other guys left, or... Because I see the comments, bro. I see the comments, and then, sure. They're playing with other bands, and, the comments are there, like...
Hey, como dice un vato, Shaq. Respect, como dice otro vato.
Y se le fue.
No, I'll be honest, guys. I kicked out our old accordion player. I'll just say it. I mean, that's what happened. And a lot of it goes back to what we're talking about. A lot of it has to go back to... people don't understand what it's like to be in a band that's starting off. And I think whenever you his band's been 6 months, dude. And a lot of people kind of forget Regresso is still a new band. So it's like you get into a band and you kind of get, boom, you're automatically already running. You don't have time to chill. You start expecting things. Hey, we're Regresso. We should be making this. We should be doing this. It's like, bro, chill out. We're still a new band. We're still building this brand. You can't expect all these things when, in all honesty, why are we at where we're at right now? You know what I mean? It's a team effort, dude, but there has to be one person that's leading it. And I said that in the first podcast, bro. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, and that's a problem. And shout out Morro Surroñón. We were talking about this, my boy Morris. Money. we talked about this in the studio whenever we did the collaboration. He was like,
Juan viste el compa, no? He don't want to come on the pod.
Se le hace de rogar, mi compadre. Hey, but listen, he even told me, he's like, a lot of these guys got the game messed up too. He's like, it's not about just showing up. It's like you got to put in the work, and a lot of these little younger guys expect all this money and all these things all of a sudden. Dude, to me, I'll say what happened, dude. We went and played. We went to Phoenix. Think about it. Regresso, and at that time, 4 months or whatever, going to Phoenix to go...
Open up for Polo Diaz?
Well, we didn't open. It was another band that opened.
Oh, okay.
But it was. I think.
How was that experience, bro? I want to ask you about that.
We'll get into that real quick. Think about it. They sold, I think.
Think about this.
He said 500. What did he say? 500 tickets. Yeah. Pre-sale.
What? For Polo Diaz?
For Polo Diaz and Regresso. Just for Regresso to be on the same flyer as Polo.
Hey, pero ¿dónde fue? Where was it at?
We were in Capri.
The club where everybody says it's prestigious and it's hard to get in there for bigger bands.
To Norteño Sax, El Capri in Phoenix. If you know, you know. It's like it's a place that, like, if you're playing there, you're doing something, right? Especially if you're not from out there. Mm-hmm. But like, we're there, bro, and it's super packed, and it was a badass experience, honestly. Super dope. And to me, it's like, dude, we showed up, and it's like, just to see Regresso on the same, that's a dub, dude.
Can I ask you something about that day?
Go ahead.
So, I heard that I don't want to get into specifics or anything, but you know how that TikTok went viral where that one kid said that you said this about Polo Diaz and Rieleros, like, which was completely false, right?
Yeah.
But did Polo Diaz or any of his players like say anything, or they?
Oh, absolutely. We're behind the club. They're in their bus, and we're outside, and we're just hanging out with them. And the drummer, I won't say names, but he's right there with me, and we're all hanging out with their guys, and he's just like, hey, who was it? Their staff or something? Was it their staff? I don't remember. Well, anyway, he asked for a pic. Shout out him. He did. And then, on some humble stuff, chill out before all the comments are coming and talking about you need to be humble, chill. He was like, dude, yeah, we all watch your podcast. I mean, dude, everyone's seen that. You seen it. And then he was like, one of the drummers was like, I'm going to disagree with what you said, though. I'm going to disagree with what you said. Like, you're wrong. And then I was like, okay, why am I wrong? He was like, because I played in front of 60,000, 80,000, 100,000, blah, blah, blah. And I said, hey, primo, where are we playing at right now? I said, where are we playing at right now? Are we outside the Staples Center or are we at El Capri? Which is nothing. It's not a bad club, but I'm like, where are we at right now? He's like, no, pussy. I said, I'm right here with you, big dog.
No, yeah.
Like, I'm right here. Hey, big dog, I'm right here with you. And then he was like kind of trying to press me, bro, but, he was chill about it. But he was kind of like, nah, I just don't, you're wrong. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm not wrong. Los Bookies, now that is called a fucking comeback tour, boys. That is called a comeback tour. They came back, boom, 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 made their money, and then boom, look at them. No one cares about trayectoria whenever you can come back and make all that and then just go home and chill with your family.
Right.
Let's be real. That, you know what I mean?
Being humble is only in their convenience, bro. It's a present time.
Yeah.
That's what's going on right now. You can do, in my opinion, you can do whatever you did 20 years ago. The market was different 20 years ago. Shit, the market was different a year ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's what you're doing now. And now more than ever, social media is taking over the game, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody's watching.
And check this out. I'll say this before we move on from that. He even told me, he's like, no, hombre, bro. Esos grupos de DFW, bro, for all of us, bro, we don't like them because they all play our songs. The songs they play are all our rolas. I was like, well, you can't tell me that because I don't play a single one of your songs. I don't play none of your music, big dog, and I'm right here with you. And then it was chill, but at the same time, they probably figured that we were like, and I'm not bashing anyone that plays their music, bro.
Yeah, I mean, anybody with the brain, if they watch the podcast, they would understand what you were trying to say in that.
Yeah,
but I guess my question is to you guys before we get into like who you guys are. Coming into Regresso, like, did y'all see the hate? We'll start with Jose.
I mean, yeah, I saw the hate. But
Why?
I was like, but why?
Like, yeah. Like, why did you want to come with Regresso if you saw the hate and you saw what came with it?
I saw the hate, but I was like, man, that only makes it better. Like, it just makes the band, like, literally the band, if they're hating on you, it's because you're doing something right. It's because you're trending in the right direction. If nobody's hating on you, then you really ain't doing shit.
that's facts.
So whenever I got the opportunity to join, I was like, hell yeah, I'm down to join.
Hey, and you know what's funny? Do you remember the first podcast? I literally said that. I was like, if you don't have hate or no one's talking about your stuff, it's because they just don't see you as a threat. And what did I say? The day you become a threat to somebody, their true colors show. Which, by the way, shout out my mom and dad. I was going to do that right when we started. I totally forgot. Mom and dad, I love you guys. Shout out all my family, all my friends, all the fans that support us, guys. Like, without any of you guys, none of this is possible. Like,
And
for sure. I just want to say that real quick. Cause
hell yeah, now you got to give the shout out, bro.
Yeah, just because, that it's true. I did that video on Instagram where we got the bus wrapped and we put our, which, by the way, I'm going to clear that up real quick. Okay, Fern is my witness, and Ray Mateos from Sabinas Hidalgo is my witness. I literally took the bus to get dropped off. We're going to wrap it with just logos. Mm-hmm. And so the logo, we have 4 windows on one side and 3 windows on one where the doors is at. So I was like, hey, well, it kind of looks empty on one side. Let's put someone's picture on it. I was like, screw it. I'll just put my picture on the window. So then I drop it off. I told him what I wanted, blah, blah, blah. I go pick it up, and all of a sudden I see myself on one side, like that side, and I didn't see the other side yet. And I went, and he was like, hey, bro, to be honest, I put you on this side because it just didn't look right the way the picture was. You look better on this side. And then he's like, come over here. And he put me on both sides. He's like, hey, but I did this like completely, like I didn't charge you for this, like just because it looks better and I want to help you guys out. I was like, bro.
I'm on that bitch twice.
Hey, I'm on that bitch twice.
Hey,
Nah, but he's right. I mean, I remember him telling me, he was like, hey, bro, I didn't know they were gonna put me on both sides. And he even told me, he's like, bro, I'm gonna take it back and we'll put you on the other side. But I was like,
I guess
there's no need for that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't get why people made it such a big deal.
I think it's crazy.
Like,
and what's crazy is that before I put that logo, like how we did it,
yeah,
I was gonna put everybody's face on it. The whole logo, you know how the logo is with everybody behind it. Remember, I was gonna go put it, and I literally had people say, I don't want to be on it. People on the team was like, I don't want to be on the bus. And I was like, why? He's like, I don't like my picture, or excuses. So I was like, okay, well, like, imagine. And then, of course, obviously some people, we removed people and some people got out. Imagine if I would have put them on the bus just for them to leave. That's more.
Yeah, that's another thing, man.
It's like, what the heck? This is more expenses. But anyway, we'll move on from that. But yeah, I just want to clear that up.
No.
Hey, I'm still on it twice.
Eric, my question is to you, bro. Prior to joining Regresso, when you were with your old band, did you see the hate that Regresso was receiving?
So prior to getting the opportunity to join, you know, I kind of did my little research, and I saw the hate. You know, I saw the comments, I saw the people's reactions, and I saw the views as well. And from where I'm coming from, you know, a lot of people show their fakeness and saying, I la llevan, you know, échale ganas, you know, I la llevan, échale ganas. But what, like, that's not real support. You know what I'm saying? That's like showing fake support because they don't think you're a threat. So they provide the input, something so vague, something so basic, and saying like, yeah, you know, you're doing okay. Like, keep doing what you're doing, because they think, oh, you're not a threat. But when you get a reaction like Regresso has, you know, what Miggy has created here, that is something that you cannot get anywhere else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that, like, it's so organic that you create a reaction from the people that they don't even say anything.
Right.
You know, that they say things behind closed doors. They make fake accounts on TikTok to put their input in. Mm-hmm. You know, they want to turn your back against you, even though you've been loyal to a certain brand for so long. So, because they see you as a threat, bro. And, you know, everybody's a super musician here, you know. We all click, we all fit in.
I mean, it goes as far as the voices. It goes to the sax. I mean, bro, you put your own touch to it, and it's like, it's nothing that's. I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, but it's not it's not what's going on in DFW. Let's just say that. And for those of you that aren't from like Texas or anything, DFW is like Dallas, Fort Worth. But what you play, bro, it's like nothing that's like what's going on here. It's like completely different, and I like that.
And I mean, I've always, you know, respect to all the DFW musicians and norteño sax scene. You know, I'm pretty neat to it, but I've always prided myself on being original and being myself. So like everything that I do and all the music that I've put out has always been me. You know,
like I want to clarify. I'm not talking crap.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it's different from what's going on here in the DFW. It's not norteño sax.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that here in a bit before we after we introduce you guys. But what do you say we introduce? We start with Jose.
Saludos al Valle.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
What's up, y'all?
Jose, so you're my brother, bro. We've been into this game for I'd say like 12 years.
Yeah.
We've been in this game for 12 years, and it's been a struggle, bro. It's been a struggle, and it's crazy to see like how far you came, bro. I mean, you've gotten opportunities from big bands. You've played with a bunch of I'm not gonna say smaller bands, but more local bands.
Local bands, yeah.
You've gotten a lot of opportunities in this game, and like I was talking with Froy, and I was saying I didn't get my point across, but I want to get it right here. I was saying like at the time, like I feel like I was holding you back from reaching like your dreams, you know what I'm saying? And not holding you back like saying, no, don't join them, but holding you back in a sense like you don't want to leave me alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, bro, like I saw the opportunity here with Regresso, and I just had to tell you about it. So, you know, say what's up, and you know, who are you, bro? What do you do?
Y'all? What's up, y'all? My name's Jose Manuel. I'm the singer at Regresso. And clap it up, guys. Clap it up. Appreciate it. I'm the singer at Regresso. And
how long you been doing music, bro?
Man, we started, I say we because me and you, we started, I think I was maybe like, what, 15?
Yeah.
I think 15, 14.
Yeah, like 14, 15.
Like
yeah.
14, 15. We started in Duranguense.
Yeah.
That's what we started in because we saw the alacranes and the whole capaces and braceros of the world.
Saludos a Hershey por ahí.
Saludos al Hershey.
Saludos al podcast.
And we started there. We started in Duranguense. And then, well, actually, it goes back even further from that. It goes back from when we were like little as hell, like in diapers. Que estábamos cantando el chingón de chingones. I don't remember that, but my parents say que cantamos el chingón de chingones. And then we got into Duranguense. And we got into there. You know better than me because my memory is trash.
So we got into Duranguense because we wanted to be rockers. You know, we wanted to play like baladas and shit. And then
First, I went to Tengo Talento. To
Okay,
go
yeah,
audition, remember?
yeah.
And that's where we met Rene, our music teacher, and that's how we got into Duranguense.
Right. Well,
That's what we
it
got.
goes even further. It goes with Federico.
Who's that?
Federico, he taught us like the Tierra Caliente shit. And then Federico started like left us in the R, and then that's when we met Rene.
Damn, bro, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my memory is trash. But so we started in that, and then batallamos un chingo para buscar músicos. Like it was always me and you, and we never had a set drummer. We never had set músicos. It was always us. We had some guy named Buki, remember? El Buki.
El Buki, ¿cómo no? Shout out to Gustavo.
El Buki. And then from there, from Duranguense, Duranguense started fading out.
Yeah.
And we weren't feeling it no more. So then we got into the norteño scene.
Norteño
And that's
sax,
when we
to
got
be
into
exact.
norteño sax because of La Energía.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you introduced me to norteño sax because
Yeah.
I didn't listen to norteño
Yeah, because you were
sax.
more like banda type guy.
Yeah, I wanted to be like with like MS and freaking all those top bandas. That was my stuff. And then you introduced me to norteño sax, but I didn't like it because everything in norteño sax was too high for me. And back then, my voice was like apenas empezando.
Vida.
So you've so after the norteño sax, we started our own project, right? It was Los Afortunados.
Los Afortunados.
And I mean, unfortunately, nothing really happened there, right?
Nothing happened there.
You can find it on YouTube somewhere.
Hey, búscalo en el YouTube, compadre.
Las Isabeles.
Isabeles.
But after norteño sax, I think we joined Los Primos de Zacatecas, which
That's what everybody says because I've seen the podcast and everybody says que de los primos de
sí.
Zacatecas, de ahí salimos nosotros. And literally, that's where we came out from too.
todos los de Alverso,
Todos los
Sean,
Alverso, yeah,
Pablo,
that's where I met Sean. That's where I met Carlitos.
Carlitos, ¿cómo
And
no?
that's where I met him. Shout out to y'all boys.
Carlitos Lot 6, ¿cómo no?
And we met them there. Y de ahí surgió todo de Norteño Sax. De ahí empezó my journey with Norteño Sax con los primos de Zacatecas.
Los Primos de Zacatecas was definitely a badass journey, bro. We learned a lot from them, especially in the norteño sax scene. What kind of happened after norteño? After that? Oh, after that came Los Afortunados, and then after Los Afortunados, nothing happened.
After Los Afortunados, nothing went down. And then I think I joined... it's because my buddy Eric, el de las drums, he joined Digno. And
I
then,
think this was way before Digno, though. You got an offer from a couple bands.
Yeah. Okay. I'm skipping ahead. So I got an offer from a band because we went to Rancho Cemental, remember?
Yeah.
To Rancho Cemental to go see them play. And I'm going to say names because...
Yeah, of course.
I'm
They're-
just
I
saying
mean,
names because I don't really care.
they go down as legends in this
Yeah.
in this scene.
But it was Peña Blanca. I went to go sing with Peña Blanca, Rancho Cemental, and I posted that video on Twitter. And on Twitter, it had like, at that time, what year was that?
Shit, probably like 2017, 2018.
Yeah. So at that time, when I posted that video, it got like, I think like 25, 30K views and like a couple thousand likes and retweets and all that. And then from there, I think, no me acuerdo si el acordeón que andaba con ellos, his name's Adair. I don't know if he reached out to me or it was Ivan, but somebody reached out to me and they said that they were looking for a singer because en ese tiempo with Peña Blanca, el Pompis y the sax, they were having problems. So they were having problems, entonces they needed a singer because I think el Pompis, Rodolfo, he was going to get out.
Dude, shout out to Pompis, bro. He's such a badass singer.
El Pomper.
El Pompis, el Rodolfo, como no? Shout out to him. He's one of the badass voices that
Solidified Peña Blanca.
Yeah, that solidified Peña Blanca, and that's how they were known, basically.
Yeah. So whenever...
So you were saying that the accordion hit you up?
Yeah, I want to say it was the accordion, but I don't really remember. My memory's kind of vague. I don't know who hit me up first. But they got in contact with me, and they told me that they needed a singer. Entonces, I told Ivan, que es the owner de Peña Blanca, I told him I was down. And pues me hizo firmar contrato y todo el pedo, He made me sign a contract. And
It ain't valid no more.
entonces, I remember that ya iba a entrar yo. Like, I was going to play at an event donde estaba Banda Recodo. It was Banda Recodo and Peña Blanca. It was in Oklahoma, me acuerdo. And I hit him up, and this was like during the week. It was like a Monday or Tuesday. I hit him up, and he was like, "Hey, get ready, cause you know we're gonna put you on. You're not gonna play the whole set, but we're gonna see some songs." I was like, "All right, bet." I was like, "That's cool."
Did he send you the list?
Yeah, he sent me the list. He
Okay.
sent me the list. It was like Estúpida and Puro Dolor and a bunch of other songs that were popping at that time. And then
And it was crazy because like I remember you were even trying to mimic Rodolfo's arreglos.
Yeah, his
Porque
arreglos.
sus arreglos también perros los que
That's-
hace.
that's-
Es bien
that's how-
popero el güey, su
Yeah.
voz es bien popero y hace ese pinche ¿cómo se dice? Like, pues los arreglos, güey.
yeah. He like, yeah. Entonces, so I always try to not mimic, but I try to like learn and get ideas and learn how to do stuff in the voice. Entonces, pues ese día at Rancho Cemental, the ending de Puro Dolor, I did that arreglo that he does. And then, pues I guess de ahí it caught their attention. So yeah, fast forward, it was like a Monday or Tuesday, and I was working in construction at that time. I was working in drywall.
So you wanted to take any opportunity you want.
Yeah, it's because I've always wanted to be in the music scene. I've always wanted to be big, but nunca se me ha dado la oportunidad.
Hey, long.
Nunca se me ha dado la oportunidad. And then when this offer comes from Peña Blanca, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna take it because at that moment they were kind of hot. So it was Monday or Tuesday, and Thursday we were gonna leave. So they always left their bus in Fort Worth. And they would fly to Fort Worth, and from there se iban. Entonces, come Tuesday, I'm texting him and everything, and he's like, hey, you know, alístate porque el jueves nos vamos a ir, quién sabe qué. I was like, all right, bet. Wednesday comes, we're still texting all cool and shit. And then Thursday comes, nada. I don't get a response.
Let you in the R.
He left me in the R. He left me in the R the whole weekend. And I was like, cabrón. I was like, all right, you know what? And me being delusional, I was like, because I wanted it so bad, I was like, you know what? He probably just forgot, or, you know, there might not be ready yet. Let me wait till next week. And then again, lo mismo. He hit me up Monday y me dice, hey, que no se pudo, que porque esto, que el otro, pero vas a empezar este jueves. Because they would have gigs every weekend. And this went on for a month, bro. It went on for a month. Y nada. He left me in the R, bro.
I remember that time, bro, because you wanted this music shit so bad.
I did.
And at that
I
time, Peña Blanca, they were like popping, bro. Yeah. I don't think they were at Maquinaria's level, but they were up there.
Yeah. They were
So
up there.
you wanted this really bad, and the fact that you were like glued to your phone waiting for that text, and you were like, fuck, like,
Bro, I even took off like work because we were going to leave Thursday and Friday, and I would take off and be like, I can't go to work because I have to take off y perdía los días del jale just to go with them, y resulta que nunca pasó nada. And then ya pasó así for a month, and then after that, we get called to go to Azteca Records. ¿Sí se puede decir? Pues ya lo dije. Anyways, we get called to go to Azteca
we could blur it, we
Records.
could beep it.
We get called to go there.
Yeah.
And pues me dice, hey, you know, I want to start a band, esto que lo otro, and I want you to be the singer, and this and that. Lo mismo. We were down, nunca se hizo nada.
So it seems like there's a pattern here.
Yeah.
Like these guys, and I've noticed that with musicians a lot. Like, I mean, if y'all want to chime in, go ahead. A lot of musicians, they're stallers, bro. They stall a lot, and it seems like in this situation, he was like stalling, and he was just
A lot, bro.
he was just
Y fíjate que at that time, Peña Blanca was popping, and the contract, if I remember correctly, I think I still have the email too of the contract. I think it was like, I want to say like $900, like a weekend. Which
No way.
was, I mean, at that time, that's what I was making in construction. So I was like, might as well. I was like, I might as well jump on the opportunity.
right.
But he was like, oh, you get like increments if you put yourself out there, and, you get more known. Entonces it was like a performance pay, I guess, también.
Okay.
Y ya de ahí, I guess from there, me agüité. Like, because I wanted it so bad que no se hizo, and I was like, damn, ya no se va a hacer. And then from there, my buddy, El Tito, I think he played with Primos too, right?
Yeah, he played with Primos.
Primos
Yeah,
de Zacatecas. He hit me up because he was in Azabache,
With Conjunto
Conjunto
Azabache.
Azabache. And then that's when I got the opportunity to go to Azabache.
Okay. And what happened there?
From there, pues lo mismo. You know, I went to go.
So who did you talk to? Who reached out to you?
I think, I don't remember si fue Raul or Jorge, one of the Ronquillo brothers.
Okay.
One of them talked to me, and they sent me the songs, and they were like, hey, you know, send me some songs so I can hear how you sound. Le mandé las canciones y pues me decía, no, todo chido, me gusta mucho como cante.
Yeah, because the reason they were going to get you, I remember,
Pedro Rios
Pedro
had
Rios.
left to Mexico, and they told him not to. He left, and he couldn't get the visa to come back. So I guess they denied his visa or something. Y ya no pudo venir.
Oh,
So
shit.
that's why they wanted to, that's
Okay,
why
I
Tito
didn't-
thought about me.
I didn't even know all that.
Yeah. Tito thought about me, and he was like, hey, pues I know a singer. Y por lo mismo, pues I remember, I think they paid my flight. They paid my flight, and we went to LA. We went to this warehouse to go practice. Y practicamos y todo el rollo. We practiced there for like a good, I think like 2-3 hours. We practiced, and they were like, oh, pues we're going to call you back, and, you know, just get ready, wait for our call. Y nada. Nunca llegó la pinche llamada. And I was,
So
I got
estaban
upset,
dando
bro.
like, yeah, and I remember you were like depressed and like, cause you this is your dream, bro.
Yeah.
You want this music shit, and it seems like it's been so close,
Yeah.
but far away at the same time.
Right.
So yeah, I remember that time. That was a crazy time, bro.
And honestly, people think that these bands, they're gonna pay you a lot, and you know, because Azabache was like a household name. You know, a lot of people knew Azabache.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
How much were they offering you there?
honestly, I don't remember. I don't think they threw me a ballpark offer, but they were telling me that that I had to pay my flights if we were flying somewhere. That I had
What the hell?
to pay for like food and all that stuff. And then the good, that's what people don't know. And
Dogs, eh?
in those big bands, you know, most people, they pay their flights. They have to pay their stuff. And we're lucky that in this band that we're in Regresso, Miggy pays for everything, bro. Miggy's pays for the flight.
Shout out, Maggie.
Shout out that boy.
I don't even know what it's really like.
Look at that boy up there. There he
That boy
is.
Miggy, he pays for the flights. When we
what's
go out
up.
to eat and stuff, he'll pay for the food too.
Oh yeah.
You know? So that's like, we have it good here, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to wrap things up real quick, how was it that you entered Regresso?
Okay, so the way I entered Regreso was, first of all, my boy over there, you don't want to point the camera at him, my boy over there, he was being a little, since he already had the singers, no me quería agarrar. He didn't want to give me.
Hey, that's not true. First of
He didn't
all,
want to, not that he didn't want to give me, but ya andaba completo. He was complete.
and to be fair, chat. To be fair, he sent me a message. He sent me a message on TikTok, and he had like 10 followers, and his bio said gaming content coming soon. There was never any gaming content. Oh, this guy's a bunch of cap. Yeah. Oh, this guy's he's capping.
Capper slab.
Cappuccino.
I hit him up. And I told him, I was like, hey, bro, if you ever need a singer, I'm down to help out. And I guess that's why he didn't really reach out, because I said, I'm down to help out. I don't think he thought I was serious.
He was talking about I'm down to go jam or practice whenever y'all practice or something. I was like,
Y lo
mean-
escuché el primer album, and I was like, damn, these guys need some work.
What was your opinion on that?
And the first album, I was like, oh, you showed it to me.
I showed it to you.
And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like-
because
I
I was
was
gonna, I was gonna get you guys that weekend for the podcast, and I showed it to him. I was like, hey, I'm getting these guys on the podcast. And what was your
I
opinion
heard
on
it, and my honest opinion, I was like, man, these guys need some work, for real. I was like, these guys need some work. But, you know, nunca se dio la oportunidad de entrar. Entonces, the way I got the opportunity to come in was they were going to play at Rodeo West in Fort Worth. And then I was going to leave to Oklahoma, and you told me, you were like, hey, bro, Miggy needs a singer for tonight. And I was like, damn, bro, why does it got to be tonight? I got to go to Oklahoma. And then, Mike, you were like, if you really want it bad enough, you won't go. You'll stay. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll stay.
The thing about it is, bro, is just like, despite the hate, despite everything, like, I see the vision that Miggy has, and it's like the vision that I had with Afortunados,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, it didn't go through because like musicians and stuff like that.
Right.
But everything that's going on, it's like that's what I envisioned with Afortunados.
Yeah.
And that's all I was like, bro, just no Diddy, but hop on the opportunity, bro.
And then Miggy hit me up, and he was like, "Hey, bro,
You ready or
he was like,
not?"
Mike gave me your number, quién sabe qué, and he was like, "We need a singer," and I was like, "All right, bet I'm down." And then he's like, "Do you know any of these songs?" And he sent me a list, and I was like, "God damn, I don't know any of those damn songs." I think I only knew like 2 or 3, like
No.
Desvelado, Cosas del Amor, and ¿Cómo estás tú? I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, if I tell him I only know 3, he's going to be like, nah, hell no. So I was like, yeah, bro, I think I know like 5 or 6. So, and the rest is history. We went to Rodeo West and tocamos, and it was a good night.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hey, listen, I'll say this real quick. Check this out. I hit him up.
Oh, yeah?
And, well, first I texted Michael, and I was like, hey, is your brother for real or no? And he was like, no, he's for real. I was like, okay, let me, let's lock it in. That first show, this guy was behind the congas the entire time.
Bro, I was nervous as hell.
He was super nervous because I guess there was people at the show. And he was hiding behind El Fernis. Arriba La Paz.
Hey, you would tell me, you'd be like, hey, bro. You'd be like,
I was like, come over here,
Hey,
bro.
bro, to be fair, like, Jose's never been in like he's always played more like private events, quinceañeras, weddings and stuff. So like being thrown out there to a club, to a bar and stuff like that, it's all new to him.
and also the other bands that I was in, we were just standing like statues. We wouldn't move.
Right.
Yeah,
And over
he-
here, you have to move.
Hey, he literally came and saw me talking about. And then he was like, and I was like, bro, just get over here and just vibe, dog. It's not that serious. Big dog. Hey, yo, big dog. Hey, yo, big dog. And look, he literally was like scared. Like, he was like, I don't know. I'm so scary. Why are you so scared? And then,
I was nervous too, and like I even made. Oh, I'll get the mic over here. I was nervous too that same night, and I remember, bro, I remember it was one point where I started like what I was doing push-ups on the stage, and I was trying to like grind on the floor, but I didn't.
he was talking about Hey, look, he got out of his comfort zone because he sang I think Cosas del Amor Desvelado, and we did, I forgot what we do, but we always like entertain the people at the show. We try to do something. All of a sudden, I look at Fern. He's over there taking his shirt off, humping the ground, teabagging the ground, and then I see Jose take his belt off and start freaking talking about going between his legs, like scrubbing his butt. And then, and then I was just like, okay, this guy's
Because whenever I sang Cosas del Amor and Desvelado, I saw the people that they like got into it.
Yeah.
And that made me be like, shit, well, I'm going to get into it too.
Oh, he did all right. He
And now,
got into it.
and the good thing is that this whole experience with Regresso, it's like helping me get out there from my comfort zone. You know, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and you know, slowly but surely starting to move a lot more, starting to like, I guess, do more things on stage, trying to do more things because I'm still a little shy when I'm on stage.
No, you are, and I
sure.
tell you all the time, you got to move around, bro. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. But just to wrap it up, do you want to add anything else?
Nah, I think we're good. I think that was pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah,
Of my story.
Yeah, just a little summary, because we can go forever to talk about it,
real,
right?
yeah.
But before we get into Eric, I want to talk a little bit. I want to tell Miggy just real quick. What do you think about the bigger bands hitting on the little guy? The little guy.
Hey, grad party season, Hey, injuries. Listen, Chad, I want to be honest with you guys right now.
And when I say big bands, I mean like huge, like bands that transcended fucking that have a big legado, right?
Que tienen trayectoria.
Trayectoria, that's what I was trying to say. And I don't know if you saw, but I think one of their band members responded to what you had said on that TikTok that went viral. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, I'll get into it real quick. Hey yo, don't tap that like button. Hey, subscribe.
So just para que la gente sepa de what we're talking about.
Go watch the pod.
There was a clip on a podcast that went viral, and he said about something about rieleros.
Yeah.
I can't say word for word what it was. 'Cause I don't remember.
I'll say it. I was like, Rieleros haven't done grupo like Frontera, Peso Pluma, Firme, stuff like that. And you know, right now that's not in. Okay, they're not selling out arenas. They just played at Texas Live, so shout out to them.
Yeah, they did really good.
They did really good. It was a free concert, so. Hey, they threw out the first pitch. They ain't got no athletes on their team, guys. Hey, relax, Daniel. Relax, Javier. Hey, because that's what we're talking about. He's the one that made a post.
With who?
Javier with Reyleros
Okay.
made a post talking about me, even though they can't say my name, dude. Just say my name, dude. It's not that serious. I'm not gonna sue you. All right. But he made a post talking about me, and what was funny about it is that, like, I'm not bashing you guys or your band, right? Like, I clearly maybe all the years you've been playing Trajectoria, your ears a little messed up, maybe, who knows? But I wasn't talking mess about your band. You know what I mean? But anyway, he made a post, ay pa las malas lenguas por ahí, or whatever, woo woo, as someone would say. Shout out Fidel. Old dude made a post about me, and you know what's funny about it is that I saw the comments, and then nobody tagged me, but some random account tagged me, and it's so crazy to see how many local people that won't say nothing to you were in those comments, bro. And what did I say? I sent it to the chat, and I was like, guys, look at all these local dudes hating on me. Like, the same guys that dab me up when I see them are like, hey, bro, hey, dog, where'd you get those jackets, dog? We're the same people, you know, like, let them know. Bro, I understand. It's their idols.
Yeah.
But we weren't talking bad about them. You know what I mean? It's just facts. Numbers do not lie, okay? Let's be real here. I wasn't talking about it. If I said, oh, they suck, or, you know, blah, 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 that's clearly what they say about me. That's talking mess. But anyway, he even went, I guess they're having a sound check or something, and we were with Polo that night in Phoenix. And I opened my Instagram, and I was like, someone invited me to collab a post, and it was him. Some practice, I guess they were doing sound check, and they invited me to collab, and I accepted it because I was like, it's just funny. Like, I don't know what I was supposed to feel like. Oh, my God, sound, you know? And I accepted it. I mean, it's just like, it goes back to what you're saying.
Hey, if you're at the top, why are you looking down at the bottom, right?
Yeah, the little guys. Like,
right?
we're just the little
There's no
guys.
reason to look down if you're at the top. If you got it all and you got everything worked out, there's no reason why you got to pop in and show some hate.
It was this post right here. They're like doing a sound check or something, and they like invited me to collab it, and I accepted it. But anyway, it goes back to what you're saying, like, if I'm at their level, upper decky. Hey, first of all, upper decky counts. If the top is empty, dude, that's not sold out.
If the top is empty, we do the lower deckies.
All right, which by the way, you opened. Anyway, to me, it's like, you're the big guy, right? You're the one that everyone looks up to. Why are you hating on someone like us that's the little guy, right?
Right.
Imagine if I responded to every single person and talking bad about me, bro. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show, like, bro, like, ego is crazy in this game.
Yeah.
Ego is crazy. And people, they don't know how to take constructive criticism, maybe, or don't know how to take maybe just la verdad.
Right.
Or like how things are right now. Eric, you want to?
Hey, Miggy, is it bad to have an ego in this game?
Dude, everybody has an ego in this game. Everybody has an ego. And people think I have an ego. But I guess
What's that?
a little I just had I'm trying to be humble, guys. They tell me to be humble, so I busted out the PRX. You know, your boy, hey, humble though.
Some light.
We're good guys, all right. Hey, I got you. Hey, we didn't even talk about the cap.
Oh yeah.
What the heck, bro?
Hey, bro. Yeah, we got your little gift, bro.
I love gifts, bro.
Listen,
I love them.
Hey, look, we at Regresso love to give stuff to the community, and here the community is my dog. We got him a cap.
Hell yeah. Clap it up. Hell yeah.
Yeah, good.
And put it on though, big dog.
Put it in that work.
Put it in that work. He's grinding, and you know, like, I consider us, we're family at this point, dude. That is gas. Keep that on. Hey, big
that's
dog.
Chris.
Hey,
Hey, appreciate it, bro.
We are like family now. I see you as a good friend.
Yeah.
And a lot of people might think this is a biased podcast or whatever now, but he keeps it real with us.
I mean, I try to give the opportunity to everybody, bro. But,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people don't respond. A lot of people leave me in the yard.
Some people just have egos, I guess.
Hey, sooner or later they'll be knocking at your door, bro. Trust me.
Hey, God first, right?
Yeah, God first.
Hey, they're going to be knocking.
Too late.
So, rebellion.
Aquí está.
Nah, I'm messing with you, bro.
Man,
so,
bro, ask me my name first, at least.
so what the hell happened with rebellion,
What'd I
bro?
do?
What the fuck? Nah, I'm joking. Nah, you're a Houston guy, bro. And honestly, I admire the way you play the sax. It gives it that different touch. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Shags.
Like I told you before, Shag. Like I told, los pinches drinks they're hitting right now.
Hey,
So.
tan perros.
But like I said before, the way you play, it's norteño. Can we call it norteño?
I mean,
We don't know Leon, primo.
we can call it a mixture of everything, bro. I mean, so to start off, my name is Eric Espinosa. You know, I play the saxophone. I mean, I tried to. And I've been playing this sax for about 19 years, bro, going on 20 years. I started when I was 11.
Wow.
So it's been a journey, man, definitely. I started in middle school. You know, I was an all-star, excelled, you know, won awards, won.
So you were in band.
I was in band, yeah. I started in beginner band.
So
right.
what I've told a bunch of people is like I think it's a good idea to get in like band whenever they're in school or whatever to learn the fundamentals.
Yeah, you definitely have to learn the fundamentals, and you have to learn a little bit of theory. You know,
Right.
if
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
your
yeah.
instrument, I think that's something you'll never forget. You know, so I started off, you know, 6th grade beginner band. You know, I won number one beginner band woodwind.
I hate to interrupt, but when you wanted to be in, whenever you want to learn the sax, right?
Yeah.
Did you go in there knowing like, okay, I'm gonna learn the sax so I can play like my shit, or did you go in there just like blindsided or like blindfolded or?
You know, I kind of went in there blindfolded. You know, I had an idea. You know, I used to listen to, you know, back in the day, like Fito Olivares.
Okay.
You know, I would hear, you know, my parents jamming a lot of Tejano music. You know, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about Tejano music for whatever reason, but I'm probably Tejano. I don't care what anybody says. You know, I grew up on that shit, you know, whatever. You know, I also grew up on
Like
country music.
Gary Hobbs.
Gary Hobbs, you know, Jay Perez, David Lee, Emilio, Boy Pulido.
Okay.
You know, all the goats. You know, all the people that Roberto Pulido, Juanpi Moreno, Los Chamacos. You know, everybody that paved the way for pa la onda. You know, for what we're hearing now. You know, as much as people don't want to give them credit, but they paved the way for what we hear now.
Right.
You know, that's just what it is. I don't care what anybody says. You know, they paved the way. Those people were the innovators. You know, they were the creators, and everybody took a piece of them to create what they do now. And that's kind of where I am. You know, I don't like to say I copy anybody. I know that norteño sax scene, everybody tries to emulate a certain person.
Like
you know,
who?
I don't want to say names, but they all try to copy a style, right? Which is cool because that's, you know, that's what you got to do for that music, you know. But I've never been the type of player that tries to emulate anybody. I try to create my own trend, you know. I try to be my own person, my own player. You know, I play what lo que me nace, you know.
Yeah,
like
you
in
do it really well.
in other words, you know, I never try to no, pues aquel hizo esto. You know, I gotta come up with that thing too. You know, I've never been the person to try to copy somebody's licks and it's not because of pride. I know everybody's gonna say that in the comments. You know, este vato se cree mamón or whatever. It's not even that. You know, it really isn't. It's just it's just that. Yeah, it's just that if you're gonna do music, you gotta do something different.
Así es.
Just like here with Regresso.
Right.
My boy Miggy's doing something different, and that's what we want to do.
So let's rewind a little bit. So you're in middle school, or
Yeah, middle
right?
school.
Middle school. You're learning the fundamentals or the theory, we could say. What happened next after that?
So what happened next after that is I got so good, you know. I hate to say it. You know, I hate to say it.
Nomás lo que es, nomás
Yeah,
lo que es.
I was first chair always. You know, I would excel at the competitions. I won state one year, but what really humbled me was the fact that one year I came. I think it was my 8th grade year.
And you're still playing sax at this point.
Yeah, I'm still playing sax at this point. And mind you, 6th grade, I won like beginner, whatever, award for beginner woodwind, you know, whatever that means. But all these years leading up to my 8th grade year, I would always cheat.
How so?
So I would cheat because what was expected of us during band for our credit hours in middle school was that we would have to practice a minimum of 60 minutes a day. So every day you would take a log home, you know, I practiced 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. and your parents had to sign off on that, and you had to turn it in for a grade. So all this time, I would lie that I would practice at home, you know, and my mom or my dad would sign off on the practice card.
I guess my question is like, you would lie, but how are you so good to get first chair?
I don't know, man. You know, I never really, my instructors, there weren't like instructors for saxophone. There were instructors for like the clarinet, the oboe, or like the euphonium, the tuba. I never had an instructor that was a specialist on like just strictly the saxophone. So it was just, I don't know. It was just, I feel que esto de músico nace.
Yeah.
You know, no, it's not something, el sabor nace. You know, I remember at the pep rallies or at the football games, I would bust out with like a little Fito song or whatever, and everybody would go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like wild. And at first it was kind of like not accepted because I went to a predominantly Caucasian high school, right? Well, I'm jumping to high school from middle school, right? But
what to shout them out? Do you want to shout them out? Or?
Maverick, Passing Memorial, the Maverick band. Shout out my director, Mark Walden. He's
Mr. Walden.
Mr. Walden, man.
We ain't talking about the Dallas Mavericks.
He's top of the line, man. He was he really gave me me dio la rienda para hacer lo que quería.
Okay.
You know, like he was really supportive, and even though I might have not came through with my end, like as far as being there and participating with everything that I had to do, when it came to show day, I pretty much like showed up and I did what I needed to do, you know.
Right.
But going back, what really humbled me in 8th grade was that I went to competition, and when I came back from competition, I found out that I got 3rd chair my 8th grade year. So I wasn't the best, right? So my director then told me, he's like, hey, if you know, there's always going to be somebody better than you, right? Obviously, I got 3rd chair state. So there's 2nd chair and 1st chair. They were better than me. And I told him, I was like, yeah. I was like, you're right. And it applies to this scene as well. There's always going to be a better player than you. There's always going to be a better musician than you. There's always going to be somebody that knows better theory than you. There's always going to be somebody that has done better licks than you. And the years sometimes don't matter. You know, I know I talked about earlier, you know, you have to put in the work and this and that, which is true, right? And I said that more so you know what, you don't speak out of your ass, if I can say that, you know. Like a lot of people, they're quick to talk. They're quick to say a lot of things because they think like they know it all. You know, ya me la sé todo. Me sé una rola de, you know, fulano de tal, ya sé tocar el saxophone. No, it's not that easy, bro.
Yeah.
It's really not that easy, you know. And what I mean by that is that, you know, I've done a lot of private shows, you know, quinceañeras, bodas, and this and that. They'll ask you for a song, you know, and sometimes they're really adamant about, hey, yo quiero esta rola. And the whole night, están, you know, they're persistent. Hey, tócame esta. And like, sin albur. But, you know, you're like, well, what do we do? You know, and it's like, you know, they paid for a service, they paid for a show, and they might not have got the band for who they are, for the status of what they are, for what you recorded. You know, that at the end of the day doesn't really even matter. It matters if you can make the people happy, you know? So if you can put on a show, you can be an entertainer, you can improvise on the spot. For me, you're top notch in my book.
Cool.
Wait, so what band did you start with?
So,
oh, my bad.
so yeah,
I kind of ventured off.
So
yeah.
after all that, what was like the first band you performed with, or like that you say that was like, okay?
So my first band wasn't even going to be me being on the saxophone. I wanted to be an accordionist, you know.
Why? Porque te llama la atención es el accordion.
So back to Tejano, you know, I really like Tejano music. So I like the polkas, you know, all that jazzy, them jazzy licks, some jazzy fills, you know, that kind of like it satisfies me in a certain way, you know, like that music. So I try to learn. I got a beginner accordion, you know, I tore that thing up until my parents were able to buy me like a professional accordion, you know, a Hohner, Gavinelli. So once I got there, I auditioned for a band. And when I showed up for auditioning, I took my sax. You know, I was like, just in case, you know.
Por si las moscas. Sí.
Yeah, por si las moscas o por si la cago, you know, saco el saxofón y me echo una de Fito. You know, algo así, you know. So I'm there and I'm playing the accordion, and the guys, you know, they really weren't feeling it. You know, my timing wasn't the best. I had never really practiced for like with the band or with the sexto or with the quinto. I had never really practiced like that. It was just listening, you know, YouTube or the music on the, you know, whatever. So the guys were like, yeah, you know, you're all right, whatever. And they're like, hey, what you got over there? I said, what you mean? I was like, yeah, what you got in that case? And I'm like, yeah, I got a sax. And then, no, pues sácalo, primo. You know, what you got? Or, you know, toca algo. And I played a little Fito song. I don't know if it was like Aenita or La Cobra. I forget nowadays. But they loved it, bro. And they're like, man, you can stay, but you can stay on sax. And I was like, no, pues sobres. I was like, pues sobres. You know, I'll stay. You know, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be a part of a band. So that was the beginning of this chaos that I've created now, you know, that I've been doing now.
So at that point, how old were you?
I was 18, about to be 19.
Okay. And that band, do they still exist nowadays?
No, man, that band existed about another maybe 2 years, 3 years after I joined. And then we all just kind of just went our separate ways.
Okay.
Yeah, porque había un caimán ahí.
Oh.
So, you know.
Well, what do you mean by that?
You know, there's always a lot. I know a lot of people get mad and they give a lot of hate to Miggy, saying that he's a caimán or that that he's trying to, you know,
steal other musicians.
Steal musicians, or he's stealing money, or he's not taking care of his musicians because he don't pay them or whatever. But that happens across the board, you know. And if people don't want to admit it, they're not really being true to themselves, and they're not really being true to music, you know, because that exists in every genre and every band. There's somebody that's getting more than where you're getting.
Right.
That's just how it is, bro.
So when did you see like a full potential? You're like, okay, I can actually make money off of this. I can actually take this to another level. So
shortly after that, the funny thing is that from when I started actually professionally, I guess you could say, getting paid to play, I've never really had to work for getting a opportunity to be in a band. They've always kind of presented themselves, right? So if I leave a band, it'll like shortly after somebody would reach out to me and be like, hey, you know, I need help here. I need to do this or I need that. So along the way, a lot of bands presented themselves and I took opportunities. You know, I toured with certain bands. I recorded certain music with big bands.
That first moment that you got to tour and you got to feel like como dicen, la artisteada. Where you're like, okay, de aquí soy.
So when that really hit me, I was with the Tejano band. I don't want to mention their names.
Were you playing sax?
Yeah, I was playing sax with them. And
that's different, or no?
Well, Tejano's pretty. They got saxes, you know.
For that dude in the comments.
Yeah, for that dude in the comments. But yeah, that the tenor sax looks weird or whatever. Whatever, guy. You know, it is what it is. They use all kinds of saxophones, bro. That's what they made them. And so
That's facts.
yeah, it's facts. You know, if you don't know, it's because you don't. Yeah, no sabes de música. You don't play saxophone, or you don't know about the saxophone culture. We had a show, man. We had a show in Market Square. And Market Square, I don't know if you know San Antonio. They had the fiestas and all that stuff. They have big like a festival, like week-long festivals or whatever. And I didn't think nothing of it, right? I think we were like 1 or 2 performers from closing, but it was like the perfect time. So it's like packed, bro. Like as far as I can see, packed. We play our set, you know, 45 an hour, and we get off, and people are asking for my autograph. What? You know, autograph my shirt, autograph my arm, autograph this card, the CD. You know, autograph girls asking to autograph their, you know, their clothing. Their clothing that I don't want to say, you know, stuff like that. So it's like, at that moment, I was like, hey, maybe I have something that.
May I ask, how old were you at this time?
At this time, I think I was like 21.
21?
Wow.
21, 22. So I was young, very young. And
who were you playing with at that time?
it was a Tejano band.
Can we know who it is?
I really don't want to mention their name.
Are they still out?
Yeah, they're still out, and I think they're doing better now. Yeah, they're doing very well now because I think they've.
Come on, bro, you gotta tell us.
Yeah, they've upgraded their image.
Their repertorio.
Yeah, and their repertorio.
And it goes back to what we keep saying, bro.
Yeah, so they've upgraded, and they've, from being an old school band, which is, you know, very old school, from clothing to their image to how they presented themselves to the songs, the CD covers, las portadas, very old school.
So they're well known then.
Yeah, they're very well known. So
Okay.
so I came from there, and at that moment, I kind of knew, I was like, man, like this is something that, you know, and it wasn't even for the money, bro. It was more for the satisfaction of knowing that you could fulfill somebody's like musical needs, because everybody loves music. That's another thing I want to clear up. A lot of people have a lot of hate for musicians
Right.
that, you know, son borrachos, hacen drogas, son mujeriegos, a lot of that stuff. And yes, it does exist.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of that. A lot of that happens.
You guys are loyal though, bro.
Yes, we're loyal. I'm loyal. But it exists, you know, and it's up to you whether you partake in that or not. Because a lot of people are like, no, pues es músico, vas a hacer esto, vas a hacer lo otro, y tu familia no te apoya, o tus amigos no te apoyan, or people have a perception of you that's not even true. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that happens for everybody. You know, not everybody has 100% support for what they do in music. You know, everybody's like, no, eres un músico fracasado, no haces nada, but they don't know what happens behind the scenes. They don't know all the sacrifice you do. They don't know the time from work to tocadas to practice to being in the studio to music videos to, you know, for being on tour. It's not all flashing lights and candy canes. You know, it's tough, man. And I invite everybody that doesn't think that's true, they can come on tour with Regresso, and they can figure out, yeah, it's cool. We have beautiful experiences. Being on stage is the best part of it all, but it's not easy.
Right. I mean,
So most people stay local.
yeah. I mean, we can go back to that. I mean, a lot of people stay local, and if you really look at it, I mean, a lot of y'all have families. Most of y'all have families. Most of y'all have kids. Most of y'all have like 9-to-5s. You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle. And like I tell my brother all the time. Right now, you know, it seems like it's a lot because, you know, he has a 9-to-5, and then he has to go to practice, and he has to go to gigs. He has to go out of town for these gigs. And I'm like, bro, like, it's only a matter of time for just one song to hit. You know, y'all are just one song away.
And I agree. And a lot of people don't want to take that risk. You know, they want to stay local, which is fine. You know, you want to gig at quinceañeras, you want to gig at weddings, and you want to be local. You don't want to leave 15, 20 minutes from your house. You just want to be there or whatever. And that's cool. You know, it's easy money. You know, I've been there. I've done that for a very long time, and it's cool. You know, it's easy, but you spend so much time busting ass and creating music, you know, being in the studio, creating music videos, posting content, whatever, for you to just plug and play in your area. You don't know the potential that you have until you're outside of your area. What if your band came from, let's say, the DFW, and they went to go play in Florida, and era un pinche exitazo? Like, whoa, you know, you're like, man, what have I been doing this whole time? I spent 25 years in DFW, and I haven't done anything. And now I have this opportunity with this other band. I go play in Florida the first time, and it's a hit. Like, whoa. Right. You have to do that. Music is very universal, right? Pa todos hay, you know. But if you really want to spend all that time and effort away from your family, away from your job, and create something that's meaningful for your life and for your future and for your family to see one day, because this is forever. This music is forever, bro. Whatever we do today, it's going to be there forever. Just like the bands from the past that we've talked about earlier, they've created something. That's why they're still around, right? They might not be so relevant nowadays because, you know, everything changes, but they created something at one point which was relevant, you know? So there's no hate.
That's good.
There's no hate for, you know, they might, que regreso esto se creen mamones or whatever. No, that's not what we're trying to convey here. It's that we're trying to push what is coming up right now. There's name one band that's dressed like how we are, that it's in the same music that we are. And you can pan the cameraman. Let them know. These are the fits that we have going on. Pan the camera, bro. Give me one band that is dressed like this for what we're doing. There's no band. I promise you.
Hi.
Yeah, there's no band. And that's probably why they hate too. They're like, oh, que esos vatos, que eso, que el otro. You know what I'm saying? So what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong in being yourself.
Right.
And being how you are. You know, you stand out. I'm not wearing my Hey Dudes and my Ariats, you know, or my cinch or whatever, you know, whatever they guys wear nowadays. So chalecos or whatever, you know, and it's 120 degrees outside. But
yeah.
So from what it sounds like, you've been
Hey, real quick.
who we got there?
We got George Grupo Sencillo in the crib. Say what's up, George.
Hey, show that chain off, big dog. Let's see what you got going on.
Hey, tell him what's up, George. Let him know what's up.
Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Not just because I got the Regresso hat on, but Sencillo and Regresso, we got a collab coming real soon. That's all I can say.
Hey,
They heard it here first.
Hey, tell
chat.
him to show out the chain. Tell him to
Show
show
him
out
the chain. Show him the chain.
Oh, nah, fuck the chain. Look at the hat.
hell yeah. Shout
Hey,
out
big dog.
George.
I'll holler at you.
Appreciate you.
Love you, dog.
Hey, you already know it's nothing but love.
Hey, that's that long.
Let them know you only took Mark for a Swede and not me.
Hey, to be fair, hey, stupid ass. All right, then, G.
Every dog.
So,
Hey, long.
hey, expect that collab coming soon, right?
Expect that collab. Hey, that's exclusive. Y'all just heard it first, chat. All right.
That's some Houston vibes.
That's that Houston vibes, which is what we're from McAllen, bro. Somos del Valle, primo. Nosotros somos del Valle. Humildemente, nosotros nacimos acá en Texas. Y mucha gente dice, oiga, ¿por qué esos muchachos no hablan mucho español? Es que somos tejanos, primo. Es la verdad. Somos tejanos, nacimos acá. Nuestros padres son nacidos acá. Menos mi papá. Saludos a Durango. Y arriba, Nuevo León, la raza de Sabinas Hidalgo. Pero, primo, hay mucha gente que nos critica. But that's just what it is, big dog. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say that real quick. Hey, shout out Sencillo, for real. If y'all, I mean, everyone knows about them, but listen. Shout out that long. Hey, and my boy, listen, we got a lot of collabs. A lot of collabs coming out. And you know what's crazy is that we're from Dallas, Texas, El Valle, and we're getting collabs. You know, what Dallas bands collabing with bands out there?
Not that I know of.
I'll wait on it. Let's wait.
And that's not to bash on y'all, but like I'm just doing something different, dog. And people know that. The numbers, dog, speak for themselves.
We'll go back. We'll go back to what you were saying, bro. But I do want to say the style that Regresso's reaching nowadays, bro. It's completely different than what you were trying to do in the beginning. Because in the beginning, you were going for that more Chihuahua.
Nah, this was a style that we were going from the beginning. It's just that this was a style that I wanted. It's just that the guys on my team at the time were so, like, they weren't open. They weren't open to stuff like this, bro. They were more like, dude, yeah, we got to be, you know, we're from Dallas. We got to play, you know, we got to play punchy. Macizo. Well, what does punchy or macizo mean, dude? It means everyone's playing acoplados. Everyone's playing in a nice line. Everybody's playing good, bro. It's not just how hard you smack your drum set or how hard you pull your bass strings.
Yeah, because you can play a cumbia and it can still sound punchy.
Yeah, bro, and it's just how acoplado everybody is together as a band, and that's not just practice, but it's chemistry, it's spending time together, it's team bonding, it's doing things that you know, a lot of people take for granted, and they don't understand how it is. Listen, I want to show this real quick. Zoom in on that real quick, chat. Zoom in on that. Listen, and it's not like it's not to you probably can't see it, but look, yeah, I can probably see it a little bit. It says 913,386 views from March 22nd to June 19th.
What is that on?
That's Instagram. Regresso's Instagram.
Let me get him closer to it.
Almost a million.
Get it up there. Almost a million.
Almost a million.
In just,
So they watching. Watch me.
They watching. Hey, they watching. Show that cam. Show that cam. Show that cam. Get down right there.
What, 3 months?
In a span of however long that is, yeah, 3 months. That's a 3 month, 90 days. Like I said, numbers speak for themselves, man. And I'm not showing you that to act like whatever. No, that's probably nothing to a lot of big bands. That's nothing. But for someone that started
not even a year.
It's been 6 months, and we started recording videos in my room.
You know, Jose can answer this as well, but this goes to Miggy and Jose. Like, I saw a comment earlier saying that, you know, the music is good, but the singer isn't it. I mean, Jose, what do you got to say to that? And Miggy, you can
Let me tell you something.
You go ahead.
Let me tell you something. I can't speak on the old singers because I wasn't here when they were here.
We never had one, to be honest.
But speaking from me, from who I am, I'm him. That's it.
He's him,
I'm
chat.
him.
He's arrived.
Honestly, I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like in the DFW music scene, the norteño sax or whatever, shit, we're not even norteño sax, but I'm probably the best singer out there.
Hey.
My thing is, we're not trying to compete with DFW. We're trying to be out there, like, away from DFW.
We're doing our own thing, dog. We're doing our own thing, man.
And, you know, shout out to the boys. Like, there's better singers than me, obviously. Like, Sean, the Verso, that boy's a beast. El pinche El Edel.
Yeah.
Alverso también. He's a badass. También el Roberto Mata, who used to play with Peña Blanca.
Yeah.
Now he's quinto with Keith. He's a badass. So there's obviously better singers.
Y saludos a toda la raza que from DFW that are in the music scene doing their thing. It's not easy. Like I said, Jose will tell you. He kind of hopped in whenever we kind of did the dirt work, right?
Yep.
But he sees it still. It's not easy, right? It's still a lot of work. But saludos a Andres from Quinto Vuelo too. That's one of my
Badass singer.
Badass singer. Shout out Eric from Selección,
Yes,
Mark from Sencillo. There's a lot of talent, guys. I mean, when you're just in Dallas and you just know about Dallas music, when you go somewhere else, bro, you meet some como dice mi compadre Jorge, long. Listen, dude, these guys are musicazos, bro. They sleep, eat, and drink music, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, we went to watch Selección the other night at Heladas, which will be at Heladas July 26th. Dude, it was such a good experience. They're so talented, man. Shout out my boy and my cousin Eric Gomez. Talent. But yeah.
Son otro pedo.
Yeah, and the same guy that was saying that his voice ain't it and that we only have one good song. As soon as we commented back to him something, I was like, hey, you should go check out the new song I got, Watch Me. Right away, dude. He went and was like, he shared it. And then there's a lot of people that comment, dude, they just want your attention.
Yeah.
They just probably feel like
I do see a lot of comments. They're like, oh, he actually replied.
yeah, and I think it's just like a lot of people that have hate or throw hate at a band. Half those people just want to be friends with us, you know. And I understand it's sometimes it's intimidating. You see somebody, you're like, man, that guy looks like he's, you know, oh, he's mamon. Or I've been told this a lot of times that, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Before I met you, I thought you were, you're gonna think you're all that, blah blah blah.
Who? Oh, people,
Just in
people
general, yeah.
okay.
I have a few people. I won't say names, but and some not even in music related, but a lot of them are music related.
Yeah.
And they meet me and they're like, bro, I thought you were gonna be this asshole, this douchebag. Even a lot of people tell me, we look like douchebags or whatever. But bro, when you meet me in person, it's not like that. I got somebody here that I want to come in before he gets out of here. Shout out. Come over here, bro, real quick. I want him.
Hey, bro. Hey, you sure you want to come on, bro? They're going to cancel you, dog.
Come over here. Come over here,
Bring him
man.
over here.
This is one of my old friends.
Come over here, Bubba.
Before I even did Regresso. Come over here, bro. Get right over here, bro. Get over here. Give him the mic. Climb it up. Woo! Special guest, Baqueteros Macizos, my brother, Beto Morales. He's been here. Talk to that mic right there, bro. Get that mic right there and just say what's up, bro.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. How y'all doing?
What's up, big dog?
What's up,
How
bro?
y'all doing?
You flew in from Denver, huh?
From Denver. Yep.
From Denver? Or?
Just to be on this podcast.
Yeah, on Wednesday we flew in. Yep. Yes, sir.
Just to do this podcast, right?
Just for this, yeah. I ain't come here for
And,
this shit.
oh, this is it.
This.
But this is one of my old brothers. We go back a long time from Perico days. Beto, just say what's your experience so far knowing me?
Miggy's bien mamón, neta.
Bien mamón.
No, yeah, Miggy's he's a real cool guy, bro. Him and his family has always treated us very, very special. So I have nothing good to say about Miggy. You know, he's like a brother. He is like a brother to me. So
Yeah, it's a little bad to say.
yeah,
No,
no,
but,
Miggy ain't shit. No, yeah,
but
he's
this
good.
is
He's cool.
one of the guys
He's very
behind
cool.
a lot of the drumming with Regresso, the recordings and stuff. This is some of them. A lot of them, Lover Boys, and then live from North Texas. You hopped on those. I appreciate. He's actually one of the drummers for Regresso. He's just in the shadows all the time. But yeah, bro. I'm glad you're able to.
No, appreciate y'all.
Hey, Baqueteros, Macizos. He's doing his thing, dude. I want y'all to go check out the podcast and go
Keep
support.
following Regresso. They got some good shit.
Hey, and don't be surprised if you see him on tour soon. All right?
No, I appreciate it, guys. Hey, but I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all for the invite. Thank y'all for the invite. We got to go because we got an early flight, but
it's all good, brother.
Y'all.
It's all good.
A lot of good success. God bless y'all. Thank you.
Hey. But yeah, that's Beto Morales, a good friend of mine from the Perico days, back whenever I wasn't in Perico full time. I was just helping him out. But that's where we were going. That's where we met. Shout out everybody from Los Pericos. Shout out Victor, Isaac, Broccoli, mi compadre Coli, everybody. Moy, Coliflor. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Peace.
Shout out La Paz, Chihuahua. Pa Pedro Arpero de La Paz, Chihuahua.
Shout out the good boys.
All right. That's enough.
That's enough of that. Hey, but
no, just to close off ahorita with Eric. So the band, because we're limited on time, guys. So you prior to joining Regresso, I know we skipped a big chunk of your career.
Yeah.
But like I told my brother, we can go all day.
Yeah, it's a
about music.
lot. It's a lot, man.
You weren't. It sounds like you were already like playing professionally early on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So prior to joining Regresso, you played with a really well-known band. It could be maybe to Houston is like a local band, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
But de ahí han salido músicos como los que han tocado con Mía 22, músicos que han tocado con grupazos, pues.
Yeah, big timers. Big timers.
Yeah.
Madison
So
Square Garden, big time.
what was kind of like, why did you leave that band to come join a project that was, I guess,
A starter project, you could say,
like
right?
like a starter project. So you were, just for the viewers, you were with Rebellion.
Yeah, I used to be with that band, and this was maybe about 5 years ago that I joined with them, and obviously the beginning cuadro that we had when I first joined them was different from the one where I left, So we created a lot of music. We had a lot of hits. We had a lot of success in certain aspects. But towards the end, there's always something as a musician that you crave, right? There's always like an itch that is just nagging you, and it's hard to explain unless you're in that position, unless you're that type of musician, unless you're you have that type of mind, and I've always been like that. And I hate to be in a place where I'm just getting comfortable, and I'm
a steady paycheck.
You fall into the routine of doing things over and over again.
But then you have aspirations too, like
exactly. And I've tasted what the life on tour and the life of being in different, I don't want to say arenas because that's for the big bands. But for the places that I played at, and the thousands of people that I've played for, you get a certain taste of something that you crave, that you want, because
Houston Rodeo.
if you can do it, yeah, exactly. The Hideout, whatever. You crave that because you know that the people want that. So if you have that and the people want it, why can't you give it? Like, what's standing in the way between you being in that position versus you being like almost sheltered from doing what you can like be the best at? So when I decided, or when the opportunity presented itself with Miggy, he kind of went over what his plan was for the band and what he wanted to do. And when I first heard them, obviously I'll like, coming from playing for a while, I wasn't too fond of their style,
Why is that?
because I didn't think it was something like.
You play the sax.
Yeah, I played the sax. So
You were like,
nothing against the old sax player or whatever. It was just more so like, I didn't think. Yeah, it was very simple for what I came from, because I'm used to the la escuela, como dicen aquellos. La escuela de que no, pues tienes que ser diferente, tienes que hacer esos arreglos, o tienes que matarte con con diferentes cosas, you know, to make it sound different or to make it sound musically better, which is fine, you know, because that's possible. You can do that too, right? But at the end of the day, what do the people want?
Right.
You know,
and most importantly, what do you want?
Exactly. So what I wanted was it's always been like being the showman and being, you know, conveying that effect to the people que, you know, ese grupo me agrada. Ese grupo lo quiero siempre. You know, this is a band that I would want to suggest to like my family, you know, a los tíos, a las tías, you know, whatever. Ese grupo está chingón. You know,
Yeah.
I want to leave the show wherever they see me and be like, hey, el pinche saxofonista hizo esto y me encantó. O baila así, o se bajó a bailar conmigo, o hizo un show, o la banda se movía así, you know,
So-
algo diferente.
So, in a nutshell, what you're saying is that, yeah, Rebellion has badass musicians,
Of course.
but
Shout out to the guys before they kill me in the chat. You know, that I didn't recognize them. Yes, of course, I recognize all the musicians that have ever played for Rebellion, which has been a ton, more than probably 20 that I can be naming names forever.
Shout out
Can-
But
Borrego.
it's a lot of guys, and I respect what every single one has laid along the way. You know, every seed that has been laid for that band, and I've learned a little bit from every single person that has been in that band, and I appreciate all the patience and the support along the way for me to grow as a musician.
I guess just for the people to know the magnitude of like what that band has produced as musicians, like what have the musicians that have left Rebellion, what have they been able to achieve? Like a little bit.
So like my homie Andres, you know, he went on tour with Mia 22 for a little bit.
He came from Rebellion.
He came from Rebellion. He was the main singer, and he played bass and sexto. I think for 12 years plus or something like that. Yeah, he's a beast, man, and he created a lot of the style and a lot of the melodies, and he was kind of like the mastermind behind, like the craftsman behind the style of Rebellion. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know, you know, from the practicing and all that stuff. But he kind of sets the template, or he set the template back then. Yeah. So for me, that guy is always going to be
One of the top goats.
one of the top goats, especially for Rebellion. You know, that's that guy for me. Rebellion is him.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't, like, when I think about the times that I used to gig with him or whatever, and even when we do share stages along the way after the fact, that
We just shared one on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Man, it's a whole nother ball game, bro.
Hey,
it's like I'm transported to another world, you know, and
Right.
and that's how I feel when I gig with these guys, you know. Like it takes me back to another place, like another dimension where I want to be.
That's cool.
You know,
bro.
it's not a place where I'm already used to. Like, oh, we come in, we do this, we leave, you know, we chit chat, and we come back and we do it again, and it's just routine, bro.
Hey, and check this out real quick. We were with Andres on Sunday in Houston.
I saw that.
Hey, and check this out.
Need to get the boy in the pod.
Yeah, he's gonna come, bro. He's down.
We'll put him
That's
on.
my dog. But check this out real quick. I had told him, you know, what's funny is they went on tour, Frontera, right? I actually watched him play, not realizing I was watching him play at Dickies Arena here in Fort Worth, Texas. Well, not here, but in Fort Worth, Texas. And I paid $5,000 to go see Frontera. I got my whole family there. We had a suite. And I remember I posted this TikTok, and I showed him the TikTok where I said Mia 22 to Frontera, like, that I like their music, like the way they played, like musically better. And Frontera, I love their songs. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, I remember I posted that, like, talking about musical stuff. And I showed him that real quick. I was like, hey, bro, just so you don't think I'm glazing or nothing like that. I'm not like that. But look, I actually posted this because I was a huge fan of Secreto. And then whenever I saw it, you know, Mia 22, bro, it was dude, they're
A whole different ballgame.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
it was
I felt the same way, and I feel that same way towards that type of music.
You
too.
were there that night?
I wasn't there, no,
Okay. But yeah, I told him, and I had the opportunity to tell him real quick. And he, I mean, that guy was at Madison Square Garden and stuff.
Quick segue right here because my producer's over here on my ass. Let's segue like really off topic and shit. My brother, you have a wife, my cuñada. Eric, you're married. Fern, how's your love life, bro? How has being with Regresso like affected you in your love life?
Yeah, it hasn't really affected much. I mean, no, it's just like I am talking to somebody, and
It is what it
say
is.
if she really respects you and she'll understand what you're doing, and I don't really see it affecting it that much.
I see. I fuck with that.
That's good.
Miggy, I don't know if you remember. We opened up the last podcast with saying if your ex hit you back up or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Well, how's the love life going, bro?
What did I say last time that I was just like, I'm just chilling right now or something like that? Well, listen, boys.
Still chilling.
He's still chilling.
I'm double chilling now. No, man. Yeah, I'm in a happy relationship now.
My boy's married.
Oh shit, you getting married? Or what?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, a lot of things can change and since what was that last podcast? A few
Dude,
months
it
ago.
was a couple months.
Yeah,
February, I think.
I'm in a relationship now, so I'm really happy. It's great. I feel like being in a band, a lot of people seem to get with girls, or a lot of girls don't support what they're doing in this stuff, man. Which I understand. There's a lot of musicos that kind of give us a bad rep and stuff like that, but I mean, let's get with the girl that's
They're their
down.
own people, pues.
Yeah. And I mean, what better way? I mean, I think as a rock star, dude, you got to be with a girl that's doing something dope too, right? I can't say much, chat.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say much.
Spill the beans, brother.
But I'm with an actor.
Oh shit! Oh,
Hey,
shit.
life is
Don't tell him too
good.
much. Don't tell him too
I
much.
can't say
Don't tell him too
much.
much.
Wait. An actress or an actor?
Oh,
Oh.
hey, actress. My fault, chat. I am with an actress. She acts. And you'll see her on Landman season 2. That's all I can say.
No way.
Yeah. So, but I think it's only right that me at my status, and all that good stuff, that I should be with someone who also is doing something, dope like that. But yeah, shout out her.
Top ends.
Hey. All I know is that you'll catch her on Landman season 2. I already know what happens, but I can't say nothing.
What, Daniel?
Wait, what happens?
What'd you say? I ain't gonna. He really wants me to get this question out.
Man,
you sure,
what's
bro?
up, Daniel? You sure?
What question is it?
What's up?
I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but I mean, he wrote it down here. What's your opinion with Petroleros, of what happened with Petroleros?
Well, I seem to not. I can't get away from that stuff, man.
I mean,
They're in the comments.
No, yeah. I mean, I understand. A lot of people were asking about it. I seen a lot of comments and stuff like that. Like what they did, or what are you talking about? Like,
yeah, I mean, you for the longest you were painted as the bad guy.
yeah, I feel like a lot of people, for some reason, it benefited them to say that I was, that I was just talking out my butt, that I'm just capping. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, everything I said in the past podcasts, a lot of people didn't even watch it. It's just my experiences that I had with the band, and I don't have no need to lie. But isn't it crazy how things work out? You know what I mean? A lot of people, for some reason, were, and I'll say this real quick. People were saying that, oh, he's just ardido because he's not in that band anymore. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, I'm telling a story of what I was doing. I was happy.
Your experience.
My experience, and I'm still happy and proud to be part, of that project. I don't know if it's even a project anymore, but I'm still proud. What's crazy is that if I was super upset about that, I would have deleted the videos I had on YouTube. I wouldn't have none of those memories. But, I never did that because to me, they were beautiful memories. And look at it now. Those are beautiful things that we can look back on. And how cool is it to go on YouTube and just type in that stuff and you can see the initials of the band. Rigging and gigging. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though whoever the manager kept using that I created. But anyway, that to me is like, I didn't go on the pod to talk bad about nobody. And I still don't do that. And I was painted, they were in the comments. People were saying, and I'll say this, check this out, man. I find this really unprofessional. We had a gig with them not that long ago when they're still Petroleros. And the guy who did the gig for us, I'm not going to say where, who, out of respect.
Can we know what city?
Arlington, Texas. The guy who did all the bookings was like, hey, man, all I got to tell you is that they didn't want you here. I was like, well, who or what? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm not sure if he was talking about the guys or the manager, but I'm pretty sure it was the manager we were talking about. He told me, but I just wasn't paying attention. It was loud. He's like, they did not want you here. But he said Petroleros did not want you here. Like, what the hell? Like, this was after the pod. I was like, why? And then he was like, but I told him I'm paying you out of my bolsa. You know, that I actually like your music and I got you because I like you guys and you. So, but they did not want you here, man. And I found that very, like, disrespectful in a way, but, like, very distasteful as well. Like, I'm just a guy doing my thing. We're all doing, everyone in DFWs, we're trying to do our thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think, like, oh, we're not going to, we don't want them here. If not, we're not going to play. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it was the manager at the time there. But how crazy is that?
Dude,
you know?
that's wild.
How crazy is that? That's why a lot of people, I'll go live a lot on my TikTok and they ask, hey, man, you have advice? Which, listen, we go live on TikTok and I'll literally put in the thing, hey, give me your band's @ and I will shout you out, follow you, and get people to follow you guys on the live. And I don't see anybody doing that for people, you know? But anyway, people were asking me, like, well, give us some advice about, you know, being in a band, or what do we need to look out for? Dude, you got to look out for who's managing your band. A lot of people are fake, man. I've had a lot of experiences where people act like they're your friend or act like they're cool with you just because they're trying to get something out of you, or they're using you to get knowledge out of you and do the same thing and take it to their band, or try to copy what you're doing. But people need to realize the reason we're doing what we're doing is because we're doing something different, original, and we're all following the man with the plan. That's what you can copy what he does, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be him. You can copy podcasts. You're not going to be Michael. Okay? You can get better cameras, but you're not going to be Michael.
I'm a nobody, bro.
No, you are. You are you, man. You are you, and you're unique, and that goes for everybody. But that's just what I want to tell people. Like, be yourself, and you'll go far, man. Don't let people try to crash your dreams out or try to make you a bad person, dude. You keep doing you, and y'all keep rocking on, boys. All right? Y'all keep doing your thing. And y'all got people here that support it. You know, if you're a new band or whatever and you have questions or whatever, reach out, dog. We're here. You know, we're not anybody either, but, you know, we started in a room. And that room got us to go play with Polo, go play at Texas Live at PBR, shout out, and then got here on podcast. This is the 3rd episode now. You know, so if you want to achieve it, dude, just get out there and work for it, and don't be scared, dude. Chase your dreams. They don't chase you.
And that's the thing, Big Mike. I guess that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Like, a lot of people or a lot of bands will try to put you in a box, you know?
Yeah, because you're good and they want to keep you forever.
Exactly. But you also got to realize that you don't, sometimes you don't belong there. Sometimes, you know, they don't own you. You know, I know musicians get a lot of hate too because they jump around a lot. And that might be popular in some cities more than other cities, right? But we're like, we can have our own opinion. We can have our own style. It's okay to want to be somewhere else than where we were before.
Right.
Like, we got to normalize that as well. It's not just because, oh, well, he's there. He's been there for X amount of years. He has to be there. You know, he's a sound. He's a band. It doesn't have to be like that, man.
Nah, man. Humble words from the famous Saxy Eric.
You know?
man, that's awesome, bro. You know, I obviously like what you guys are doing. I like everything Regresso's doing. Even since the start, bro, since Regresso Rock came out. What'd you say? Shout out who?
Shout out Pops.
Yeah.
Hey, and check this out real quick. I said this on the first podcast, and I'll keep saying it. A lot of people tell me my first album was trash, but what did I tell you? I said, listen, I know I didn't have the best musicians at the time, and I worked with what I got. And at the end of the day, I gave all those guys an opportunity, and I wish them nothing but the best in whatever they're doing, okay? But all you need is one song, dog. One song.
Away.
Hey, no one's talking about my other songs, and they're talking about they all jammed the one song. You know what I mean? Right. So it was an honor. It was an honor to be here again with you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up.
We appreciate you for the invite, bro. I mean, we're at the headquarters. You know, thank you, boys. I didn't know you were gonna be here, Eric.
It's
you know, all the way from H-Town.
I had to show up for you, bro.
You know, shout out you, shout out Miggy, shout out my brother, shout out Fern.
Hey, shout out the production, man.
Hey, production team, man. He does his thing, dude.
Hey, they try to get me in trouble, man, but you know, it is what it is, right?
Hey, anything else y'all want to say anything?
Y'all want to add anything else to the podcast, bro? We're freaking like
nah, man.
almost
Just
3
keep
hours.
on streaming Regresso on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, everywhere you can stream. Stream Regresso, and we're doing big things. Wait on it. One song only, and we're going up.
Eric?
Hey, big dog. Whoever's listening to this, if you're a musician, you know, and you kind of find yourself in the same positions as me, myself, or any of the guys, follow what's right for you, man. Follow your dreams. Follow what's best for you. You know, at the end of the day, people are always going to talk about you, which is a good thing. You know, you're doing something right for yourself. You make yourself happy. You're surrounded by a good team, a good group of guys. That's all you need, man. That's all you need to be successful. The people will support you. You know, you're devoted in what you're doing. You're putting out a good product. Everything's just gonna come, bro.
Fernando?
Brian?
Yeah, I'm a man of very few words, but
We
I
can
would
tell.
say I appreciate everybody for the love and support. And I would say this: follow your dreams and be authentic, and don't be afraid to stand out. And that's what makes difference. You know, you be authentic, but also want to be different, and just be yourself.
I like that.
God
fam.
bless.
Hell yeah. Miggy?
Listen, guys, to wrap things up, man, appreciate everybody that supports us, our family, like I said this earlier, friends, and just people that negative comments or positive comments, we accept all of them, and we appreciate everything and all the streams. Get your tickets for Texas Live, June 26th.
I mean, this podcast is probably going to be out after, bro.
Yeah,
I
we'll
ain't-
probably
I
just
ain't
drop
gonna
that little clip real quick or something.
I ain't even going to lie.
Hey, it's all right. Either way, support us. Go to our shows, guys, and we just hope you have a great time. That's all. We're entertainers at the end of the day, but chase your dreams, guys. Chase your dreams. Be different, and don't let anyone else's opinions affect what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, other musicians don't pay to go see you play.
Oh, yeah.
So
Hell yeah,
just
hell
remember
yeah.
that, guys. Hey,
No, yeah, hey, stream Watch Me. That's my favorite song. Stream
Oh,
it all
yeah.
you want. I
Watch
think
Me.
it's an underrated song. You know, do what you got to do, man. Watch Me by Regresso.
we got a lot of collabs coming out too. Be ready. They're gonna be good.
Yeah. Selección. Who else? Sencillo.
Sencillo. Who else? Quinto Vuelo. Los Picudos from Chicago. Who
Okay.
else? There's a lot, bro. I gotta just remember. Huh?
Gary Hobbs.
Gary Hobbs. What else? Los Regresos del Norte.
Frontera soon.
Shout out Javier Esquivel. Just kidding. Hey, by the way, the guy from Houston. Hey, the guy from Houston that be liking all those negative comments about me. Look like a meat grinder. All right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You know, subscribe and
Chicada
do what you got to
machete.
do. Appreciate you guys.